I mean, that's essentially kind of what it boils down to. It's performance enhancers.
Oh, is that Corey?
And we got Corey. I haven't talked to Corey in a minute.
Corey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I like our new time, Corey. We're prime time.
What's the deal, Corey? We missed you last week, man. We actually had to tape last week, and I think they aired it later.
What happened?
I think we taped ourselves on Tuesday, and then they aired it Thursday, maybe.
Yeah.
I think I missed it last Tuesday.
Yeah, well, it's good having you back, man. But there's been a lot of good wrestling going on. What were your thoughts on the draft, Corey?
Hey, first off, the draft I enjoyed. Now the tournament, I really enjoyed.
I've been enjoying the tournament as well. Last week, we've really been getting wrestlers from all over the world.
No, but that's good though.
Yeah, they got the awesome, it's lucha libre style, strong style, striking, high flying, and all these guys are under 205 pounds. So, they're pretty athletic.
Yeah, right.
One of them dudes is Roman Reigns' cousin.
Yeah, that was, who was that? Kota Ibushi. Well, no, I'm sorry. Sean Malata.
I didn't think Roman Reigns' lineage.
He went against Kota Ibushi last week.
Samoan.
Now let me tell y'all something.
What?
He gonna be good there.
Yeah, well, they got a lot of the Samoans.
But they had two guys got signed. I think
Now he's
all
going to WWE.
Yeah, I think Grand Metalik and Kota Ibushi both got signed already to NXT.
Oh, they both got signed?
Yeah, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more that get signed out of this tournament, especially since Stephanie McMahon mentioned that they're going to have a Cruiserweight title on Raw.
We need one, man. That's good.
Yeah, very good.
Well, I agree, which, it's still to be seen whether or not we're going to get a second world title.
Actually, we're not. They said we're not.
Which belt we got right now?
I'm sorry, Corey, one more time?
Which belt we got right now? Which belt we got right now?
Well, it appears, based on the draft, that the women's title, the tag team title, the U.S. title, and the Cruiserweight title are all going to be on Monday Night Raw. And right now, SmackDown has the WWE title and the Intercontinental title.
Now, this is all barring WWE Battleground, and if everything stays the same, or if it
and really,
changes.
SummerSlam is a brand split as well, as far as, they'll have Raw versus SmackDown at SummerSlam.
Well, maybe not necessarily that. Maybe they'll have the Raw matches and the SmackDown matches, because that's how they used to do it in the first brand split.
Yeah.
But that's how they can switch over some of the belts, though. At some of those Big Four pay-per-views, which Survivor Series will be the next Big Four after that to close out the year.
Nobody doing that, huh?
Why is that, Corey?
Because of the video game.
Because of what?
Of 2K17?
Yeah.
Well,
Do they have a draft that you can do on the video games?
I think on General Manager mode they used to have something like that.
Because, I think that would be fun, because I always enjoyed doing the fantasy drafts on Madden, as far as...
But they have... They have, they have universal mode, and you can pick different... you have SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. You can put people on there or make your own brand.
Thank you, Jacob.
You play that, man?
Yeah, I play some Madden, Corey.
What about that college?
It's been a couple years since I've actually bought one of the NCAA games, but I did play it a little bit back in the day. It's essentially the same as playing Madden, so, hey, I got a, football coaching background, so I know a little bit about, calling some plays.
Oh, man, you ready to...
Yes, sir. So, for Raw, we ended up with Seth Rollins as the top pick, whereas Dean Ambrose, the WWE champion, was the top pick on SmackDown. And I guess Stephanie McMahon was counting on Seth Rollins winning the title on Raw and then SmackDown.
Well, if you kind of look at it from this vantage point, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are your top two guys in the entire company right now. There's no debate about that. A lot of people say, well, what John Cena?
John Cena, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. And as much as I respect it, but right now in the current situation, in the current landscape of WWE, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are the two guys. So it's almost
they're your most
expected.
dependable guys.
Yes, exactly. So like I said, it was almost expected that these two guys were going to be the first two picks. You know, basically the top pick for Raw and the top pick for SmackDown.
Which, I mean, like, it was really tough for SmackDown to have a great draft because it was really unfair. I mean, I guess it's 3 hours against 2 hours, so they got 3 picks to 2 picks. But Raw was getting the majority of the picks. It seemed as though at the beginning of the draft that SmackDown didn't have any women or any tag teams, you know, and they were a little light on that, you know. But then,
Going over there.
Corey, what were some of your favorite picks in the draft? You know, were there any picks that just kind of shocked you, like these guys, like, you know, ended up on Raw or SmackDown?
My very favorite pick,
Yeah, what was your favorite pick?
and I'm gonna be honest with you, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, and I thought that was a great pick too. He was the 5th pick in the draft, coming up from NXT. Mark, you know, tell me a little bit about what you think Finn Balor can do on the main roster.
I don't know, like pretty much like you know, Mr. McMahon sees a lot of the money. You know, he puts on really good matches. He's an awesome gimmick. You know, kids, adults love his gimmick. You know, love the paint demon
I like
paint.
his style.
And his entrance is pretty awesome. That's gonna be pretty a long entrance. You know, I hope he has enough.
It's gonna be awesome once they do it on the big stage with the Titantron, like Finn Balor, the Demon coming out. Is going to be fantastic. I think he's a moneymaker, and you pointed on it, Mark.
The T-shirts, the action figures, you know, people are
and
going
kids, women, and men all love Finn Balor, and that's what it takes to make a superstar.
Yeah.
No, but what they gonna do with my other buddy?
Who's that? Heath Slater?
Come on, man.
Oh, they left Heath Slater out in the dark. Which I did the same thing you did whenever I thought that was hilarious with his big old shiner that he had gotten this past weekend.
Oh my God!
Did I see my other 2 boys?
Oh, the other 2 social outcasts?
No, not them. I'm talking about the Undertaker and Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews landed on SmackDown. I know for that.
Yeah, SmackDown. He was the 45th pick in the draft.
I don't really recall Undertaker having a draft, but when Undertaker only works about once or twice a year,
And he's Undertaker.
He claims to be retired right now, which I think he's going to have one more match at WrestleMania.
And who cares? He's Undertaker. You can pick which show
Oh,
it
you
can be.
retired?
He claims to be right now. That's what he tells everybody, but I think he's got one more match in him at next year's WrestleMania because he'll want that one more payday. But I think he needs to hang it up after next year.
Yeah, he getting old.
Who would y'all think would be a good candidate to go against Undertaker in his final match? I personally would maybe like to see Kane.
I got that.
What you got, Corey?
Let me think of a good one.
John Cena?
Yeah, either Kane or John Cena, maybe.
Or Finn Balor would be cool.
Yeah, even Finn Balor. I would like to see Finn Balor go against Kane and have Demon against Demon.
What about what's his name?
Which you were talking, Corey, about